Cheers, guys. And yeah, to echo those sentiments, that series was really convincing, and you guys have really shown up. First one to you, Perkz. We all love you. But how was that series from your perspective? Because it was a little crazy from some of those games, but then you guys really cleanly closed it out.
Well, I think game one, we had a plan going into the game with the draft and everything went out the plan. And then game two, I think we kind of fucked up the draft a bit and they got some power picks, like really good picks, and they had like Nidalee with Zcom, which is like super good early game, so I with Ryze could not pressure at all. And after that game, I would say we adapted really good for the series and changed and banned their Alistar and Nidalee, and they had a lot less pressure early game, and yeah, I think we showed up today.
That's actually very interesting. You talk about picks and bans as well. So talking about how Febiven actually picked like a Z blind pick into you, and then you picked the Ryze as well, which I know you've been very vocal about being a very strong pick. So how was that in the mid lane specifically?
Well, I personally think Ryze wins the 1v1, but Z is good with like move rush, and then Ryze cannot kill him. And Z is good if you have like AP damage in the team, like Maokai top or Nidalee jungler or something. So they had Nidalee jungler, so they had heavy AP jungler, and they played really good like early game. So I could not go silent versus him because they had a lot of vision and pressure, and yeah, there was some unlucky early game mistakes. So I couldn't do anything that game.
Well, it was tough, but in the end you won out. Over to you now, Kikis. Looking at the top lane matchup up against Gamsu, there was a lot of back and forth because it was like one game you just destroy him, next game he'd get like a solo kill. So what happened in that top lane?
Well, it just like, as much as people think, like in this meta, you cannot get like 1v1 kills top lane, or it's only farming, there's only tanks. Like you still have champions like Jungle that I played 2 times, and I showed like beak on him. Like he has out of lane pressure, and with Gamsu like making some mistakes, I could abuse him and then like get like solo kill or whatever. And then second game, like I was Poppy, I don't know, it was just a prank, you know. I thought enemy bot lane will come to me, and he started finding me. I just started running, and then he killed me. But yeah, I think Gamsu is a really good player, so it wasn't easy facing him. But I think I played pretty good.
For sure, and now with Echo coming into the top lane, how has that changed like the dynamics in terms of one picks and bans and also playing it, because he's a very different champion compared to like the generic types like Poppy and Nautilus?
I think like a lot of people seem to think that Echo is like top tier top laner. He's like the top laner to go to, like he's #1. But I think differently. Like he's still really good, but he's like maybe top 3, top 4, and it's just about that he's really good in skirmishes. But like in normal team fights or like in engages, like he doesn't have the best engage. So for example, like if you have Maokai top lane, you can just flash W on AD carry or mid laner. With Echo, it's pretty hard to do that, but he has out of side lane pressure, and if the fights are like messy, chaotic, or it's out of skirmishes, he's really strong.
That's actually really interesting. So very cool to see how Echo evolve over the next couple of weeks. And now over to you, Perkz. We heard earlier how you're a guitar player and you've performed in front of people. Now you're going to Rotterdam and you're going to be performing in front of thousands of people. So what does it mean to you going to Rotterdam and playing in the finals?
I'm really excited going to Rotterdam and playing on such a big stage for the first time ever. It's going to be a really good experience, and I'm going even more confident now into the finals than I was going into the semifinals.
That's really cool to hear. And final one to you, Kikis. And going all the way back when you quit the Unicorns of Love just before playoffs, and now you've surpassed the Unicorns of Love, and now G2 are going to the finals. So what drew you towards Gamers 2, and how did you see the potential of actually getting right here, right now?
I mean, when I joined G2, like Perkz and Glenn hybrid were in the team. And I knew they are really strong players, and they're gonna develop really well, even though like they didn't have much competitive experience, at least on LCS stage. I knew they are really good players, and they're gonna make it. They're gonna make it big. And like after we qualified, we had to make some research changes to actually like be one of the contenders, and we got 2 really good players. So like the team turned out really good. Like, I think we are really strong and we have really good communication, and even though like some people might think we only go for the kills or we are inconsistent or whatever, like I think that's past us. Like we were like this like some time ago, but we really improved, and I'm really looking forward to facing Origin in finals.
Lots of improvement. Same. And you have made it big. So congratulations, guys, on the win and also going to Rotterdam. Thank you also for the interview as well. We're going to send it now over to the analyst desk to take a look at that series.